You've probably never thought about what happens to US school buses after they retire, likely because it sounds like one of the most boring topics of all time. However, after spending years transporting children around the United States, I bet that you wouldn't have expected them to go on to get extravagant makeovers and women's names before becoming heavily involved in gang extortion, gun crime and robberies. The buses you've just seen driving around Guatemala are from Ohio, Indiana and West Virginia. They worked for about 10 to 15 years in the States before being whisked away to the south, to the land of eternal spring. It might look like these iconic yellow American school transports end up as party buses in the Central Americas, but what often goes on inside them is anything but a celebration. On the surface, these extravagant looking buses appear to be another quirky gem in the vibrant crown of Guatemalan culture. However, looks can be deceiving. Public transport buses here are the targets of rampant extortion, generating an estimated $70 million a year for street gangs. Before we get into all of that though, I was initially just interested in how and why US school buses end up in Guatemala and who is behind their majestic makeovers. To find out more, I went to a random mechanics in Antigua to see if they'd know anything that might help me. I ended up meeting Ricardo, also known as El Mofle, and his mates. They were really nice guys. We got some pizzas in and watched the Barcelona-Slavia Prague Champions League game in the workshop. And we chatted for quite a while. They then very kindly put me in touch with a man who is well known locally for his brilliant work in the Pimp My US school bus industry. Mario, one of Mofle's mates, even offered to take me to see this man in Ciudad Vieja, a town to the south of Antigua, early the next morning. So, off we went.
Nelson Parada, un gusto. Muchas gracias por tenerme acá.
Mira, pues ven, aquí normalmente los buses vienen de Estados Unidos. Allá los buses en Estados Unidos dejan de funcionar a cierto tiempo de uso.
¿Y ustedes los compran allá?
Ajá,
¿Hay que ir a los Estados Unidos para comprarlos?
Sí, hay personas que se dedican a
comprar los buses.
Entonces, aquí en Guatemala pues ya se reconstruyen. Ya se hacen algunas adaptaciones porque aquí ya va a ser para servicio al público, un servicio urbano o extraurbano.
Sí.
Nosotros ya le damos el toque, le hacemos sus diseños y obviamente quedan muy bonitos.
Sí. ¿Ustedes pintan también acá, en este lugar?
Nosotros aquí nos dedicamos de cero a todo.
A todo. Entonces llega acá un bus amarillo estadounidense y sale un bus bien bonito guatemalteco.
Exactamente.
Acá es transporte público, pero no es transporte público, ¿no?
No.
Simplemente se le dice así.
Ajá.
Okay.
El trabajo aquí es muy bonito.
Sí.
Realmente muy bonito. Me gusta lo que hago. Yo lo tomo como un arte, fíjate.
Claro.
Especialmente cuando te gusta lo que haces.
Sí, y es creativo.
Exactamente.
Llegas al fin del día y mirás un bus y decís... Oh.
Exactamente, ahí hemos sacado unas bellezas de buses. Y yo trato la manera de hacer las cosas como que fueran para mí. No me gusta decir que estoy orgulloso, sino que simple y sencillamente me siento bien.
Sí.
Entonces sería muy feo que le pusieran Walter a la camioneta, ¿verdad? Ponen Andrea, Esmeralda, Darling,
Yeah.
O sea,
Carolina.
Claro. Sí, normalmente le ponen un nombre de la esposa, de una hija, de la mamá.
Ah, ok. Muy bien.
Ajá.
Dale. Muchísimas gracias, Nelson.
The day after speaking to Nelson, I was kindly invited back to Ricardo's workshop for breakfast.
Bien ahí. Comida casera, con
Eso
mofle.
sí, puedes hacer tu cafecito, papá. Ahí, tía. Vení. Esa es una fragua, se llama.
Fragua.
Fragua, sí, 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 sí.
Ah, ok.
Aquí el viejo loco todo lo inventa.
El viejo loco, así le dicen.
Sí.
Al mofle.
The kitchen and dining facilities wouldn't get 5 out of 5 stars in a hygiene check, but the company was really good, and it was during this breakfast that the guy started to tell me about how dangerous the public transport buses I was learning about could be. Guatemalan bus drivers have one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. There are up to 100 daily incidents involving the threat or firing of a weapon on public transport in Guatemala. By the mid-2000s, the extortion of public buses by major and minor gangs alike had become systematic. As a result, by 2009, the homicide rate for bus drivers in Guatemala stood at an astounding 135 per 100,000 drivers, over 200% higher than the national average. Between 2001 and 2018, around 3,100 drivers were murdered, according to the Association of the Widows of Bus Drivers. The very existence of an association like that says it all. As long as the cash keeps flowing for gangs, extortion on Guatemalan buses will undoubtedly persist.